Well, today's video is going to start very different. This is my house behind me, and if you turn around, you can see all the houses that have burnt down behind me. This is actually into my garden, and it's all been burnt down. All the houses have caught fire. 11 houses have been destroyed, and that's right in my garden. Absolutely incredible. Okay, so welcome back. What a strange day. I'm going to start off with a quick thank you to Nathan for giving me a little bit of a push, saying that there wasn't anything up there on the buying recently, and could I get off my fat butt and do some drawing? Not in that way, but thank you very much, Nathan. I do appreciate the nudge. With everything that's been going on recently, it's been a little bit crazy. Even all my ink has dried up with the heat on the windows, the heat on the house. Some of the windows have blown out, and lots of the ink and even the water has dried up. So all the inks have dried up. I've got a little couple of pots out on the side which didn't. So let's do a little drawing. So Nathan likes a little bit kind of the darker stuff. So I'm going to try and I'll just splash down some kind of yellowy orange ink here, and I'm kind of going to see where I go with it. All right, first straight off. Okay, let's start and see where we go. We'll see where we end up with it. Again, as always, these drawings are not planned. They're just whatever's in the mood, whatever's in the air. And at the moment, the air is rather down and gloomy and doom, and because of all the fire that is in front of me, all the houses in front of me have burnt down. My neighbor came yesterday and banged on my door and said, "Have you seen the fire?" And of course I hadn't. I had heard some banging noises and stuff, but didn't take any. And then of course when I raced out to the kitchen and I looked out, it was just like 20-foot flames everywhere. And houses and garages and sheds and offices and all that were in people's gardens that were all on fire. 100-foot tree was on, just raced up in flames as I was standing there. And you know, what do you do in moments like that? You basically grab your loved ones, which was Mr. Miro, of course, the love of my life, and out we went. We ran out the front door to this rain of black. This black rain was falling with all the charred trees and leaves falling. Oh, quite horrendous. But I'm hoping that there is nobody who has lost their life or is indeed hurt from it, apart from obviously the financial hurt. It's just devastation everywhere. And like I said, even on my desk, because of the heat that was coming across, you imagine the heat from 100-foot tree or 100-foot trees in flames and fences on the heat. The windows are just popping, and all the inks and everything on my table is just dried out. Quite absolutely terrifying. And I must admit, you know, as I was standing outside, watching my house engulfed in black smoke, I was wondering, is that the end of my studio? Is that the end of my house? Was it, you know? Total devastation. So thank you to Nathan. He did write and ask about my artwork for sale, and obviously now with all the damage to my house and the surroundings and the studio and my inks and my fence and my my shed and everything, it's back to the selling of artwork. Which I will get together this week or whatever. There'll be a lot to sort out, but. And this is kind of like fireman. As the only thing I could think, I just splashed down something and thought, well, why don't you do like the face of fire, maybe, or something like that, But, in situations like that, all you got to think about is that you are safe. Your loved ones, as I said, Mr. Miro is safe. It could have been a lot worse. So I'm very, very thankful. You can see it, in fact, in my garden, it's burnt all the fence along there. And then it's like a big moon shape around, and then all the fence is burnt there. So all the fence is around, but it's like a big moon shape in front of my house. And I kind of think like, God was looking at me, whichever God you believe in. He was watching over me that moment, that time, that. But there has been like, a lot of people out there being silly as well. People making barbecues and things like that in this heat when all the grass is like hay. It's kind of a little bit crazy, but who am I to say, All I know is that there was a lot of people out the front there worrying if they were going to lose their livelihood, their home, and everything in their home. Right, these are going to be little A5s, and I'll try and keep the videos a little bit shorter if I can, as in the videos are not really getting watched. The videos are not really getting watched, I guess, because I'm talking too much and they're too long, I guess. I don't know. I see some kind of art channels are getting like 50,000 views on a video, and then mine are kind of getting like 5. So I have to kind of shut up and speed up, I guess. I did ask people before. I did say, do you want short videos or long videos? And everybody seemed to be leaning towards the longer videos, but they are much more difficult for people to watch the entire thing in this modern life and this modern speed of busy people. I guess like a 20-minute video is like way too long. Everybody seems to have a 5 to 10 minute window these days. I'm not quite sure why everybody's so busy. But that's quite nice. Now let's. I've kind of been working on a so-called comic of sorts. Not that I would really call myself a comic book artist, but in that sense of a book that's lots of panels that tell a story, and that's probably the best way of explaining it. And it's about a new character, and a character that I really have some juice about. So this is my first kind of drawing. These will go up on for sale. They will go on the YouTube at some point. It's for sale. So I hope that is a little bit of a quick pleasure for you. I hope that is a very lovely beginning to get back into the drawing style, back into the drawing videos, back into the drawing everything. And thank you for your support. Thank you for watching these videos, and thank you for everything. You guys are amazing, really. You guys support me, and you know, you're always there. I'm always there to watch the videos and everything. That's his little devilish tail. And that is a very short little 10-minute video or such. Hopefully, Nathan, if you're out there watching, I hope this one makes you smile. This will go up very soon. I'll do a few and then I'll post them all up in a big batch. It's beautiful to feel the ink again. So thank you very much. I'd just like to say that me and Mr. Miro are safe. We've lost a lot. There's been a lot of damage, but we are safe. We are okay. So thank you for your love. And we will be back onto the drawing and the selling and everything very, 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 very soon. I love you. Take care. Enjoy the video. Enjoy the drawing. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. And there you go. A lovely little A5. See you soon. Love you all.